Layla bint Abi Murra al-Thaqafi was the wife of Imam Hussein and mother of Fatima Sughra and al-Akbar. Fatima Sughra was not in Karbala and stayed in Medina due to ill health.
The disagreement there is whether Layla was in Karbala or she wasn't. Now, some historians say she wasn't in Karbala, and some historians say no, there are narrations that says that Imam Hussein alayhi salam went back to her and told her, and this is what we hear in some of the majalis, that told her to pray for Ali al-Akbar when he was fighting the opponent that he had at the time.
But different accounts suggest that she was present and witnessing the whole battle with her own eyes.
Upon review of some of our historical books, some of the books like I said written by Sheikh al-Mufid or Sheikh al-Bahai, or the books that are written by by other historians that talk about the incident of Karbala, they do narrate that there was a woman upon the martyrdom of Ali al-Akbar who came out of the camp of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, and her words were like this: "Waladah wa thamarata fu'adah." You know, these words were words that are generally mean, "Oh my son, oh the fruit of my heart, oh my son." And she repeated these words, and they said that she was a woman of great reverence, of a great respect, and she was like a moon when she came out. When we look at these statements do appear to be a statement of a mother rather than an aunt, because she is saying "Waladah wa thamarata fu'adah," or the fruit of my heart. This is a figurative word or figurative statement used in Arabic, but it generally means it's the father or the mother who would use such statements. And using these references, they say that yes, very possibly that Layla salamullahi alayha was in Karbala.
I do believe, and many of the great scholars have written in their books, that Layla was present in Karbala. And marhum Sayyid Murtada Burqai mentioned more than 24 references that she was present in Karbala. In a maqtal called Sahab Rahmat, Sheikh Muhammad Abbas Ismaili Yazdi has mentioned that Layla was present. Her title was Layla, but her real name was Amina, according to Ali Hussein wa Ashabu by Sheikh Fadl Ali al-Qazwini. So he says that her name was Amina. Sometimes the titles become more famous than the names. So her title has become more famous than her name itself. So everyone calls her Layla, and no one actually knows her by her name Amina.
She submitted. She understood that yes, I may lose my son, but my son will become Shaheed. And this was more important than anything else.
Lady Layla was in the camp when Ali Akbar was fighting. She could not directly see him, so she was dependent on Imam Hussein's expressions.
We find her watching the battle, but not watching the battle through her own eyes, but watching the battle as she watched Imam Hussein and his reaction to what was happening to Ali al-Akbar on the battlefield. When Ali al-Akbar was doing well, the father is standing proud. But if he takes a blow, he shows it on his face and in his body language.
We have little information about Lady Layla and what happened to her after Ashura, and how her life was in Yazid's prison.